New genshin banner roadmap is here. I know, version 6.3 is out, and I also know that you are busy grinding new area. But trust me, I got massive updates and leaks about the latest banner roadmap, which you have to listen, especially those new character silhouettes. And don't you worry, I'll cover everything about these new leaks in detail. Also, remember those silhouettes are a big deal because they don't just tease who is coming, they also tease who is not coming, and that changes how you should plan your wishes from now until 6.7. In this video, we're going to talk about what reruns and debuts are most likely to happen and when, based on what we now know, plus a few logical conclusions that follow from the schedule. So listen, the goal is simple. You stay up to date, you do not get blindsided by a surprise rerun, and you do not waste primo gems on the wrong patch. Before we jump into 6.4, a really quick surprise from our sponsor for all of you. Don't miss your chance to get confirmed Colombina using Lootbar's New Moon event. In this event, every spin is 100% guaranteed win. You can score massive discounts, free Welcome Moon, or the grand prize, a guaranteed Colombina bundle worth $365. Just log in and share daily for free spins. This is a limited-time lucky draw running from Jan 14th, 2026 to Jan 20th, 2026 UTC+0. So head to Lootbar using the link below and claim your rewards now. You can actually save up to 25% on latest banners through Lootbar. Personally, I lost my 50/50 and I just bought the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for $76 instead of $100. That's an instant $24 saved. Not only the discount, but the top-up process couldn't be easier. I entered my UID, selected my server, and within 2 minutes, the crystals arrived in my account. Plus, the double bonus for first-time purchases has been refreshed with the anniversary, so you can take advantage of that too. With over 100,000 satisfied users with 5-star rating, it's really my go-to choice for both personal top-ups. And here's a bonus. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users can save up to 5%. You can find the link in the description below or in pinned comments, so don't miss out. Now let's begin with 6.4. This is where Varka finally debuts. And yes, he was also one of the silhouettes in this special program, so this is not just a random guess. In a previous video, we talked about his possible kit, so go ahead and check that one out after this. 6.4 also looks like it could bring an Escoffier rerun. Nothing is fully locked yet, but her name keeps showing up around this patch. Some people are already expecting a Nod Cry rerun as early as 6.4, just because the region will be a few patches in by then. But honestly, I still think that's a bit early. It's not impossible, but for characters like Flints and Lauma, it feels more realistic that their first reruns start one patch later instead of immediately in 6.4. The bigger twist in 6.4 is the second debut. The silhouette list suggests a new 5-star named Lohen, but no, the big dampener is that he is not coming in this version. Yes, he is expected to be a standard banner character, but as of latest information, he is being pushed ahead in lineup, so don't get too excited expecting him to be the next meta king so soon. We have to wait for him. So standard 5-stars usually land more solid than broken, but there is still one funny upside. A new standard character means your 50/50 loss pool changes. If Lohen is at least playable, then losing a 50/50 becomes a tiny bit less painful, because there is one less chance to get a standard unit you truly hate seeing. And if he's actually good, not standard banner good, then yeah, that would be a surprise, but I won't hype that until we see anything real. For reruns in 6.4, an Archon showing up is very possible, with Mavica or Raiden being the most likely candidates. And the reason I like this idea is because we've literally seen this exact structure before. In version 5.4, we had the standard banner debut of Mizuki paired with an Archon rerun, which kept the patch super attractive, even for people who didn't care about the new standard unit. 6.4 is shaping up to somewhat repeat that formula, Varka as the big headline debut, and then an Archon rerun on top to keep wishes flowing. Now let's move into 6.5. This is where it gets a bit more cloudy again. The new character Snowmaiden is expected to debut here. We still don't have clean details on her kit from anything reliable, but we do got to know her name, Linnea, and not only that, but her timeline slot makes sense because the later versions get crowded fast. For reruns, Skirk is a strong candidate if Escoffier reruns in 6.4, because those two are linked in how players talk about their teams, and it would be a very natural cycle. I also expect 1 or 2 Nod Cry reruns to start happening here, most likely Lauma or Flint's. If 6.4 is too early, 6.5 is the window where the first wave of Nod Cry reruns starts to feel believable. Also, the Silhouette teaser suggests a new 4-star Lana around this time. Again, not fully confirmed, but her being shown as a silhouette is already more than what we usually get. Now, next up is version 6.6, and this is where Nicole debuts. She was on the silhouettes too, and she is confirmed to be Pyro. That already tells you why the community is nervous. Pyro debuts are almost never mid. They usually come with big damage numbers, big reactions, or some new team hook. And somewhere around this window, we should also be getting Lohen, the new standard banner 5-star that showed up in the silhouette lineup as well. This exact patch is still unclear, but 6.6 feels like a reasonable place to slot Nicole and Lohen in for now. On top of that, an Archon rerun in this patch feels likely as well, and Raiden is a very good candidate if she doesn't show in 6.4. There is also a very interesting rerun possibility here, Durin. Yes, I know, it sounds early, but think about what happened with Cylonen. She was a universal support, and once people realized how good she was, her rerun just 4 patches later was still insanely popular. Durin fits the same pattern in terms of role. He's flexible, he buffs, and he plays like a support and sub-damage unit that fits into many teams. If the player base decides he's that kind of account upgrade, then a 6.6 rerun makes sense, even if it feels quick. And Kanich as well as Citlali are also a possible rerun names here. Now we jump into 6.7. This is where finally Sandrone is expected to debut, as per the latest leaks. Based on the broader direction of Nod Cry mechanics, it would not surprise me if she is tied to Lunar Crystallized too, maybe even supporting Zabai or building a second crystallized lane. If Sandrone does amplify that reaction, then Zabai rerunning in the same patch becomes a real possibility. And yes, Columbina's first rerun fits here perfectly because she acts like the Archon figure of Nod Cry, and Archon-style units usually rerun 3 to 4 patches after debut. Putting her in 6.7 is almost the cleanest timing you can get. For the remaining rerun slots in 6.7, Nefer is a possibility. If the patch wants to stack popular names to finish the Nod Cry arc strong, a Nefer rerun could absolutely happen. And there's also been talk about future buffs leaning toward Leah units, which could lead to more Leah reruns than we expect. That is not confirmed, but it is a reasonable watch this space note. The final slot could also go to an older Natlan unit that hasn't been around in a long time, or a classic fan favorite rerun like Hu Tao if they want a simple sales anchor. Now, the one question I already know is coming: where is Alice? And the honest answer is the same as it has been in recent weeks. Alice will very likely not be playable during the Nod Cry cycle. That does not mean never, it just means not now. If you are saving your entire stash just for her to drop in 6.6 or 6.7, you probably need a new plan. It's sad, I know, but it's better to accept it early than to ruin your saving route around a character that might stay a story NPC for this region. So that's the roadmap from 6.4 to 6.7 in a clean line. 6.4 is Varka's debut with an Archon rerun very possible, and Escoffier still a strong rerun candidate. 6.5 brings the Snowmaiden, Linnea, and likely starts the first Nod Cry reruns plus Lana as a new 4-star. 6.6 brings Nicole as the Pyro debut, as well as Lohen, and could also host a fast Durin rerun, plus another Archon. And 6.7 finishes the run with Sandrone, Columbina's first rerun, and a couple flexible rerun slots where names like Nefer, Zebai, or older Natlan and Leah units could appear. And of course, the reminder that keeps you sane, leaks are just leaks. Even with silhouettes, Hoyo can shift banner order, swap reruns, and move a debut one patch earlier or later. Use this as a planning map, not as a contract. Not to mention, these banner lineup leaks are from a verified source, HXG Leaks, so we can trust this information. So, tell me in the comments what you are saving for now. Are you a Varka believer? Are you waiting for Nicole because Pyro debuts always hit different? Or are you pulling Sandrone in 6.7 no matter what? Do share your pull plans for coming banners. Well, thanks for watching. Please support Granny by subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and enjoy exploring. Bye!